Good morning. Oof, 24 hours. I think it's exactly 24 hours since my first video. 5:28, 5:29, Sunday morning now. And yeah, I laid down and slept hard. My body is tired, my mind is tired, but we are getting closer and closer. I did have a guest with me last run, and as we were talking, one of the things I said was, what I have left now, after we had finished, what I have left now is just a little over a half marathon. Which then I thought for a second, I'm like, I don't know if that makes me feel better or not. But just 3 more legs. So I have this one I'm doing now, 5 miles, another one at 9:30 for 5 miles, and then I will finish out at 1:30 with 4 miles, and then we are done. So yeah, I hope you all are rested and have slept in. I will get there soon, but let's go ahead and start to dedicate miles 31 through 35. So starting with mile 31. Mile 31 goes to Joyce Eisler. She is a Cancer angel. Her name was given to me by my friend Lisa, and Joyce was Lisa's mom. She passed in 2011 from breast cancer, and Lisa asked just that I carry her name with me and remember her today. So she's missed so very much. So mile 31 is Joyce. Mile 32 goes to Lou Borth. He is a cancer fighter, and he was given to me by my friend Matt. Matt has known him for years, and Lou gave Matt a lot of opportunities in terms of career and different types of growth and learning. So Matt, was telling me about him, and I could tell instantly how much he respects Lou. Lou is a United States Marine Corps vet, but he was diagnosed with mouth and throat cancer in October and is currently undergoing treatment. He has kind of a series of chemo and targeted radiation. So he's going at it. Matt did share with me that he told Lou about giving his name to me and what I was doing. And Lou had responded back to Matt, and Matt shared that with me. And it was both heartfelt and heartbreaking because Lou, the treatment isn't easy, and it's difficult. And so I could see that and hear that in his message back to Matt. So he will be with me from mile number 32. Mile 33 and mile 34, I'm actually going to do kind of combined. Mile 33 is Ruth Chaffee. Rob, who joined me for the last leg, Ruth is his mom, and she is a cancer survivor. She was successfully treated for skin cancer last year. And then mile 34 is for Bob Chaffee, who is a cancer angel. And I have run with him for a couple years now. But Rob wrote something that I just wanted to read because I, again, feel like sometimes these nominations are better said by the people nominating. So he writes, my parents would have celebrated their 54th anniversary this year, but as it has been noted before, Dad lost his battle with cancer 16 years ago. This past year, my mom had a couple of spots of skin cancer taken care of. She's all good now, but does get to see the dermatologist much more frequently. She blames it on the 60s. We just didn't really care about sunscreen back then, she'll say with a mischievous chuckle. And that chuckle, that laughter, is what I associate with them as a married couple. Almost always they were laughing. Even when they disagreed, they'd end up laughing about it. And even through Dad's health challenges, laughter was always behind the curtain. And I'd like to think that's the greatest lesson I learned from them. Never stop laughing. So mile 33, Ruth. Mile 34, Bob. And then lastly, mile 35. Mile 35 goes to Dennis Silgro. He is a Cancer angel, and I, again, have carried his name for a few years, but he was the father of my friend Sarah. He passed in 2006. He had not been doing well. He had, been sick for a while, and they'd done quite a few tests, but hadn't figured out what was going on. They'd missed that he actually had cancer, and so by the time they found out through the test that it was cancer, it was stage 4, and within months they lost him. So one of the things that I've said about this before, Dennis, before, is that I hear Sarah talk about him and how much she misses him, but one of the comments that she said was how many of these like life events that you feel like your dad should be there for, he couldn't be, and that is so hard, such a painful and heartbreaking part of that story. And so my heart goes out to her and her family, but once again, I'll carry him with me for mile 35. So a wrap up. Mile 31 is Joyce, mile 32 is Lou, mile 33 is Ruth, mile 34 is Bob, and mile 35 is Dennis. All right. Overnight, actually right before my 1:30 run or segment, the weather kind of shifted, so it's nicer out now. It's not as humid and it's a little bit cooler, so hopefully this run will be a little bit more enjoyable.